What's up YouTube? So today's video is all about securing Linux server. So let's get started. Let's hit the Who Am I script to know more about me. I'm Rajan Naguri from Insider Learners. I'm a cybersecurity engineer by profession who really loves to secure things in order to prevent from cyber attacks. Let me tell you a little story behind making this video. When I started my first task to deploy my website, I was thinking to deploy a website that's origin should be more secure so that no one can access the directory of the website or the server in an unauthorized way. That's how I started to secure the more powerful servers, that is Linux, of course. Generally, I call this complete process as a OS hardening. Most people will say about best practices of securing the Linux server, but no one can tell you why you should do such a settings to make things happen. You always interact with some of the blogs online by searching on the Google that best practices to secure Linux. Those practices are like an arrow which always hit the center of the target, which means that that blog will always work by copy paste the command from that blog and paste it to the Linux server, and you will play like a pro, but you will never know what is the reason behind doing such things. So today I'm going to tell you why you should do these settings and what is the reason behind that. Let's get started with the first point, that is, what is SSH? So SSH is also known as Secure Shell or Secure Socket Shell, is a network protocol that gives user or a particular system administrator a secure way to access a computer over an unsecured network. Let's moving further. So the next topic is what is SSH key pair and how to generate this. But before this, let's jump to the default architecture of SSH protocol. So here by the SSH protocol architecture, the public key authentication is defined as the use of public key authentication assume that the client host has not been compromised. It also assumes that the private keys of the server host has not been compromised. So now coming to the SSH key pair. So basically SSH key pair is a combination of two key that one is public and second is private. A public key that is copied to the SSH server. Anyone with a copy of public key can encrypt data, which can then read by the person who holds that corresponding private key. A private key that remains only within the user. So, in order to encrypt or decrypt any data, that user who has that private key must have that particular public key to encrypt or decrypt the data. Let's jump to our next topic, which is copy your SSH key public key to the server. So in order to copy your public key to the server, we need to hit a command like this: SSH hyphen copy hyphen ID uh, provided by hyphen I, and then you have to mention your directory path of your where your public key is present, and then host and the IP of that particular server. So let's hit the command, and it is asking for the password first time in order to copy your public key to the server. So let's enter the password. So it is successfully added your key to the server. Here you can see the number of keys added is 1. Now you have to if you want to log in into that server, you need to hit this particular command. Okay, so now it is asking for the passphrase that we have put at the time of SSH key pair generation. So now after putting the password, you can successfully log in into the server. As you can see, the username and the host name is changed after login. and also you can see the IP address of that particular machine. Our next topic is uh, disable SSH password login. So in order to disable your SSH password login, you need to add or configure some of the changes in SSH configuration. So go to this directory SSH and SSHD config. Now you need to enter the password. Okay, so here we are into the sshd-config file where we need to disable our SSH password login. So you need to find password authentication. So here is the password authentication parameter. You need to comment out this particular parameter like this, and you need to change yes to no. The next topic is disable direct root login. So for that you need to search for root login, and okay, so here is the parameter of permit root login. So you need to comment out and add no at after the permit root login parameter, and we are good to go. After changes, you need to restart your SSH service in order to make the changes. Now let's try to log in with the root user. So if I try to log in with root user 192.168.2.124, it will give you a error called permission deny public key. That means this server is not accepting the request for the root user on that particular IP. So by this we are successfully configured our SSH root login password and SSH password login by disabling both the services on this particular Linux server. Now coming to our last topic, that is auto updates and auto upgrade. In order to perform this topic or this section, we need to install unattended upgrade utility, which is already provided by the Linux. So in order to install that, you need to enter the command like sudo apt install unattended upgrades. So after running this command, it is showing that attended upgraded is already in the newest version. So after this, you need to activate this particular utility. So for this, you need to run the command dpkg hyphen reconfigure hyphen hyphen priority. You need to set it as a low and then unattended upgrade. So you need to run this command as a root. So it is asking for automatic download and install stable updates. You need to hit enter yes, and it is configured successfully. So next time if any update or upgrade is available on this Linux version, it will automatically update and upgrade in the Linux server. So we have covered our today's topic, which include what is SSH, SSH key pair, how to generate SSH key, copy your SSH key or a public key to the server, like disabling your password authentication and root login on the server, create admin and normal user and decide the roles and permission to that particular users, remove the sudo access of a particular or a normal user, and in last, the auto updates and upgrades. Thanks for watching.